Well, hello everyone, it's Katrin. I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late, and the reason is that the Mac prompted me to download a new version, so my apologies for being a few minutes late today. Let me just pull up because it just restarted and I had everything open already, but let me pull up all my notes for today's live. And I know today we are diving into creating a stock blend and then how to use the stock blend actually in your next blends. So let me just, because you do want to use a stock blend over and over and over again. All right, let me grab just quickly this one here. So we are all on the same page. And then we can get started. All right. Okay, sorry. Okay, blend precisely, and let's just log in. I'm gonna start sharing my screen as well, and then we get started. Entire screen. Share. And then you should see that screen right now with the Facebook. And we will get started right away. Over here. Okay, so I promised someone in our community that I would go live and show how to use actually an infused oil and how to use the infused oil inside of a real, it's a real formulation as well, doing infused oils, but using them in a different way as a recipe as well, right? In a formulation. So I mentioned that I would love to use the homemade vanilla infused jojoba oil and then also bringing it over to how to make the vegan lip balm. In this case, I'm also presenting the formulation here from the aromatic studies.com school, which is Jade Schute's school. She's also a partner of ours, and she has some really beautiful recipes or formulations, however you want to call them, inside of her blog post here as well. You can go through them. There are many, 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 many. And I really love the way she is just simply putting things together. It's always a pleasure to watch her actually do these things. So let me just take the infused vanilla jojoba. Who doesn't like vanilla jojoba infused? Oh my goodness, it's so good. I did these. I need to start those again. And then we're going to take this one, how to price that one out. And then we're going to put this one into the vegan lip balm, and then the formulation is down here. Okay, so let me just get this one up in our blends, and I'm going to log in as myself, and let's go over to create. Okay, so I'm going to look at what is needed. Sesame oil, which is also another good version, which is beautiful. So I put both of these links actually into wherever you're watching it right now, so you can use it as well. So let's see, jojoba, vanilla beans, and then a double boiler, and the time and patience. So it will make probably a little bit more than 500 milliliters, but let's get started with the cups. Okay, so let's do this one in a non-cosmetic mode, and let's just search. I'm just wondering if I should do vanilla, jojoba, or I'm gonna do jojoba today. Okay, so I'm going to use jojoba, and then let's see if I have actually vanilla bean in here. Fragrance. Oh, the pots. Okay, so I do have them in here as well. Okay, so normally I would need to know, of course, how heavy 5 to 6 organic vanilla beans are. But you know what? We can also maybe ask that ChatGPT quickly. So we have the answer there too. How heavy are 5 to 6 vanilla beans? And then I can put the weight in. Let's see what it comes up with. And then let me put this one in. So 2 cups. Let's use 2 cups right now of jojoba. And then let me see if it gives me the weight here in a moment. And then we can add those ones as well. I would guess the one is maybe around 15 grams. Does anybody know watching right now how heavy a vanilla bean can be? 5 to 6 organic vanilla beans. Here we go, 5 to 7 grams. Oh yeah. So 25 to 42. Let's take 30 grams of vanilla bean. Yeah, and using a few of those might get actually pretty pricey. All right, so 2 cups vanilla bean, and I don't need to do anything else here. I'm not going to put any production time because it's going to sit. I'm also not going to mark up at this point. I'm just going to leave it as a cost. And let me actually choose my own jojoba oil because I want to take my price in here for 2 cups. Otherwise, it's going to get really pricey. The difference is always big. I'm going to put it on top again. And instead of $99, it's now $59. So I'm going to put this one in here. Choosing this very same name. Add my recipe name and then also do Jade Shoots. And also under notes, I'm going to put in here inspired by Jade Shoots. And then I often just also add my, as a reminder, just when I play around with formulations where I saw them. And then I'm going to put click save. So I know that this one is going to be approximately 500 grams. So that's good to know already. The next thing you want to do, this one is your infused version, right? So the infused version you want to use at a later point over and over again in one of your other formulations. So what you would like to do, or what you probably would want to do, is save it as a stock blend. And what this one does is that it actually writes the entire blend as it is, this infused oil, to the back end of your formulations, and you will be able to find it back then as a raw ingredient. So this is something really awesome because a lot of times we create something and it's a base and we want to use the base over and over and over again. So in this case, by saving it as a stock blend and it comes up here with this little stock icon, you will be able to then find it back as a stock blend again. So let me just now clear this one out and we're going to use this. So let's pretend it's been sitting there for 4 weeks and we strained it. Everything looks beautiful. We probably would weigh it again. But we do need to still consider the original costs of it too. So now I'm going to clear this one out. I'm going to move over to the formulation that actually uses the vanilla infused jojoba. And I'm going to create this infusion, or I'm going to create this formulation with the infusion, the vanilla infused, and price it out and then save it again. So I can actually scale it up or down or do whatever I want to do with it. So let me just come back over to Candelia, Babasu, and the beautiful vanilla. And this time I'm going to put this into my cosmetic mode over here or into the percentage mode. No, I'm going to leave it actually outside because those ones don't have percentages, but grams, great. So let me put in the Candelia wax. And it's a vegan recipe then. And then the Babasu. I'm going to use also my own price, and I can recognize it because it has my own logo in front of it. And then the vanilla infused jojoba, our stock blend we initially saved. Let's go to stock blends, synergy stock blends over here. And then I'm going to grab my vanilla one. Here it is. So that is the one we previously saved. And now I'm going to use it in one of my new formulations. All right. And traditionally what I do is I always add all my ingredients first, and then I'm adding the grams or percentages or whatever you need to. So this is for me just to remember. So we have 13.11 grams of Candelia wax, 11 grams. And then we have 29.07 grams of babasu. All right. And 29, sorry, 29. And then we are going to add 14.25 grams of our vanilla infused jojoba oil. And the magic is happening by adding this one, and it will pull you see the little stock icon here, which is really cool. It will pull your price you had when you created the vanilla infused jojoba oil. So there's no big thinking involved anymore. It's math done in the back end. It pulls it back out. It knows that 14.25 grams is going to cost you $169. Now you basically have the recipe ready here. So what I'm going to see, it makes 10 lip balms, those ones here. It makes 10 of those ones. So I know already I have a batch right away. And I'm going to add lip balm tubes, and I will be adding 10 of those. So my costs right now, as you can see, just from the raw materials is $6.11. Then the lip balm tubes are $2.76. I don't have production, but maybe it took me 10-15 minutes all to do. And the batch size is going to be 10. And the reason why you would want to put the batch size in is so you can actually see it per unit, your profit and your costs per profit. You see how we added this one here a while ago. So you can see your costs per unit and the profit per unit. So the cost per unit is $1.51, and then your profit is going to be $3.02 if you leave it at a markup. But we know if it is all beautiful botanicals, if you have organic ingredients, if you have a beautiful label, if you have a following and all of these good things, you probably can have a markup of $6 already, and then you could sell it for $7.50 or $8 or anything like this. So it's up to you how to price it, obviously, but I would always suggest you need to have all the different pricing thoughts in it, the value, the perceived value of your customers, how long you have been on the market, what kind of ingredients, what kind of presentation you have of the lip balm. Some people do these, the little white ones, others have the little lip balm containers. So it plays a role how you're going to price it or your final price. But let's put it right now to markup of 6. Batch size 10, shipping I'm not going to include because I'm going to the market maybe, and then I know that I can have a profit margin of $7.56. I'm going to sell them for $9. If I think $9 is too much, we can put it down to $5, and then this one $7.50 sounds actually really good. And then my profit margin per lip balm is going to be $6.05. That's awesome. I don't have any safety concerns. I also don't have any problems with endangered plants. So it's a really beautiful, simple recipe that will most likely smell delicious, taste delicious, and you can use it like this. And then I would put in here vanilla. Let's take the name quickly so I don't forget where I got this one. The vegan vanilla. Okay, let me add the vegan vanilla lip balm. And then I'm going to add 10 pieces. And I'm going to add save. Click save. And this is basically it. This is how you can create a stock blend with the first recipe we saw here, the vanilla infused, and you can do it with any infusion. So let's say you have, for example, herbs, any other herbs. What you would do basically is you would pull up your prices you had for the herbs. You put the herbal. We have a section for herbs only, so you can add your herbs, and there's already many in there. So you probably will find them in this entire list. And then you will be able to put all the different herbs, infuse it, and then once you strained it, you know exactly the price of everything, and then you can add it to any kind of formulation. And that's really the beauty of creating everything here in Blend Precisely and pricing it out, putting your notes down here, and it's going to be so much easier. Now I can move on to basically creating everything. I'm like, the prices look great. I can use it. I can sell it like this. I'm going to create my product right now. I would say, for example, I would create the just like a test version of it. I would distribute it to a few of my friends. I would ask them for feedback, and then I would go into production. This is how simple it is, because I can see is like with this kind of costs, or I have $1.51, I can have a really good profit margin and sell a really beautiful concoction to my clients. So that's basically it. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you're going to try it out and put all your infused recipes and formulations in there so you can use them in other products. And remember to simply save them as a stock blend. And then you will have them show up under your list of raw ingredients, and you can use them over and over again. All right, this is it from me today. I will see you back next week, next Wednesday. And until then, have fun creating and let us know what else you would like to see from us. Talk to you soon. Bye.